So, just because we wanted to make it a more challenging podcast, Gary, yes, we're gonna give this a little shout out. He just put Icy Hot basically on his face, which I don't suggest to do this at home.
It's actually not that bad. It's just making my eyes water.
It's a CBD product that I suggested him try, but not on his face. And this is gonna be terrible. It's Medterra. If you got any questions, let me know.
How long does it last?
It's going to last a little while.
Okay.
It's got CBD, 750 milligrams. I can smell it from here. It's burning my eyes from here. Are you uncomfortable?
A little bit.
Haley, have you ever put CBD cream on your face?
No.
No one ever has.
Until now. You gotta be a pioneer of things.
All right. Well, that kind of ruined my whole thing about this cream because he just put it on his face, and we'll let you know how it goes at the end of the podcast.
That was not scripted, by the way. I just did that on a whim.
Why do you have your shirt on your face?
For the bit.
I can smell it from here.
I'm saying he put a lot on his face. Oh my God!
I might have to reapply at some point during the podcast, but
no.
I'm good now.
All right. So, the Olympian project with cream on your face. That's today's episode. We'll call it cream on your face.
Cream face.
Cream face. We've got a lot of topics, none which we're going to be that. And I don't even know I don't know how to start with. I'm going to let you run the podcast today with your creamy faced CBD oil on your face.
So have you heard the news about...
Please make sure there's a camera on this dude's face. Look at the camera. Look straight at the camera. He looks, oh my God. He is literally crying right now. All right, what were you going to say, Gary? Let's do a podcast.
Okay, let's get it started.
Let's do it.
You take the lead because I can't lead anything.
Can you even respond?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm
Well, did you have anything that you wanted to throw at me, like chips or?
No, not today.
Not today. Okay.
Not today. Honestly, I don't think this is fair. I think you should put the cream on your...
I'm not an idiot. I am not putting.
I think you should.
I'm not putting Icy Hot on my face.
This is the Cream Face podcast.
Do you see what's wrong with this guy? This guy is not.
I'm good.
He's not good. He's not good.
Why didn't you warn me before I did that?
You went straight. I thought you were gonna put it on a body part, not your face. Anyway, a couple things we're gonna talk about today, if we can get him reeled back in.
I'm good.
We'll just go through the list of things. We've actually got a list of things we're gonna talk about. Murph happened. I mean, I literally can't look at him. He has tears coming down his face.
I'm just so emotional. I'm glad we're back in the gym.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, I'm happy to see everyone. So it's just emotional time for me.
So I want to talk about Murph and the recovery because Murph just happened. Why are you looking at my back office? Murph and the recovery. We're gonna get through this. We've got a couple good products that we want to talk about and how you can recover from Murph last week if you did it. We also you wanted to talk about Elon Musk. That might be a good place to start.
Well, you know, with everything going on in the
like you with cream on your face.
And
your eyes are watering.
I'm trying not to think about it.
CBD. It's basically Icy Hot, guys. If you're watching the YouTube channel, he literally put Icy Hot on his face. I don't know who does that. Okay. Elon Musk. What'd you want to talk about there?
Well, so I don't know. Well, with everything going on in California, how they're still in like super lockdown mode and everything. I just gotta give respect to Elon Musk, who's I don't know if he's lost his mind or not. But he might have.
I think all greats, they have a part of their mind that's just a little bit out there
they're all
compared
to
us, to regular people,
well,
I guess.
For starters, did you see the news about what he named his kid?
No.
It was like...
What did he name his kid? Oh, shit. Not one in my eye. What did Elon Musk name his kid?
This was, I don't know how you didn't hear about this. It was all over the place. The news. It's all over the news. He named his kid. X Ash A12 something. Like X.
Pull this up. Look, research. It's good.
If it'll
I don't think the mouse
this
is
mouse
plugged
plugged
in.
in?
No, you
You're
said
telling me you've sat this mouse next to me. You okay.
Haley, reel this guy in.
Okay.
Reel him in.
Get with it, Gary.
Yeah.
Come on.
Is your mic on? Oh, is this
I
cool?
typed in Elon Musk name. Elon Musk's kid's
Elon
name.
Reeve Musk.
No, that's not it. No, he named his kid.
Kai Musk. He's got 6 sons.
Look, this
Oh,
right
right
here.
here, right
This
here.
right here. X
What does that mean?
X and that AE looking thing. That's Ash. That means Ash. I don't know. I don't
X
remember.
Ash.
X Ash. Where to go?
I don't know.
Where to go? Why is Harry Potter on my screen?
He's everywhere. That's so? I've never really seen a picture of Elon Musk like that.
And I don't think many
How
people
old
have
is he?
seen a picture of Elon Musk at all.
Right.
And that's his wife, which I didn't know.
This is an
Until I
odd photo. Haley, have you ever seen Elon Musk before in a picture?
No, I didn't even know who he was, honestly,
Yeah.
for a while.
I mean, he's a fairly big name right now. The last couple years,
okay.
but where'd the name go?
Where did-
Keep going down. There he is. There it is, right there. XAEA12 Musk.
Yeah, and that's X Ash A12 Musk, and they explained it. They explained like the name, like it's part of it's like a spacecraft. X like means it's all real weird. I think they came back and said, oh, here it is, X the unknown variable, like in
Sure, right.
algebra.
And you fill it in, yeah.
AE, my elven spelling of AI, so love for artificial intelligence, and they pronounce it Ash. A12, the precursor to the SR-17, our favorite aircraft. No weapons, no defenses, just speed.
This is their son's
They're
birth given name.
Yeah. Great in battle, but non-violent. Yeah,
What?
so that's an A, plus A, Archangel, my favorite song by Metal Rat. It's
I'd kind of
wild.
want to hear this Metal Rat song.
It's wild, and Elon Musk, he's a known like jokester. Like, I don't know how much of it is true, and I want to say they came back on it and said they changed the name or something.
Either way.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
even come up with it
Yeah.
hypothetically, if we were to name our kid something crazy, I could never come up with something like that. I mean,
X Ash A12. Wait, what is it? No. God, I can't even remember it.
and now Elon.
What do they call him though? Do they like, if they get onto him, or do they like say his full name? Like, what is it? Where is it?
It's
Where
down
is
at the
it?
bottom.
Anyway, yeah.
I'd call him Ash. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, Ash is a pretty cool name.
Ash
I
wouldn't be
guess.
bad.
Yeah.
I mean, short for whatever the hell you just said.
Ashton.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know, but
I guess when you're
so
Elon Musk, though, you can kind of.
he can do whatever he wants, and
yeah.
that goes right into our next point. Of he basically told the California government
Right.
to screw off.
Yeah, because
So-
what? They're not fully opened yet, right?
No, they're still in pretty hard lockdown mode.
Right.
They don't want to open at all.
But business must go on for
Life
Mr.
must
Musk.
go on. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he thinks his take on the coronavirus. Actually, there's an article right here, a link to the article we were in. He doesn't think any of it's real. He thinks it's all bullcrap,
Right.
which a lot of people think.
Yeah.
And he hates just the entire idea of the lockdown and
Right.
making people wear masks.
Well, of
and
course it
crap.
would hurt. I mean, any business owner. I'm a small business owner, and not being able to be open.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't make billions of dollars though.
So basically, they told Elon Musk, if you open your business, if you open Tesla and SpaceX, we'll come and arrest you. And he said, go ahead. If he does it, he said, go ahead. Don't touch any of my employees. Come arrest me. Come after me. And he'll move his operation to Texas, which
Uh-oh.
sounds awesome.
And that's where we're at.
That's where we're at.
It does sound pretty awesome. It also sounds like I kind of like what's going on in Texas right now, and we get a bunch of people moving in here. What's that going to change? But Elon Musk to Texas with a kid named Ash, A12 aircraft boy. I don't know.
Speedy boy.
Speedy boy. I don't know. Whatever. To each their own. And of course, we always got Austin, so he could easily fit in there. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, that was that. our Elon Musk corner of the podcast.
Well, our counterpart in the podcast world too. You even said when he was talking with one of the comedy club owners in California.
My dad's mainly been keeping me up to date on this stuff.
Joe
but
Rogan.
Joe Rogan's talking about moving to Texas.
Or at least starting
The carnivore MD guy.
Yeah.
He actually is starting his. We talked to
Michael.
Michael.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. I'm not.
He's not all with
I'm
it
not-
after
I'm
this
still
cream,
recovering.
the CBD cream.
He works for a company that sells nose to tail beef pills. He carnivore MD guy has a similar company. He's starting a similar company. He's talking about moving to Texas.
Right.
A lot of people from California mainly are talking about moving to Texas because mainly this whole coronavirus situation. But there's no state tax.
I mean, even before that, it was something that was definitely being talked about.
Yeah.
No state income, cost of living, and I mean, we obviously have a lot of range as far as Texas just being a large state. I think this has been happening for a little while, though. Even tech companies were moving to the Woodlands area, Dallas area, Austin area. It's been going on for a little while, so it doesn't surprise me. Unless, also, though, you get a guy like that who's a big figure, not only in the state of California, but all over. Maybe he's just trying to flex his guns a little bit and be like, y'all need me here. I just want to make sure y'all remember that kind of thing. So maybe more of it's just a threat. I don't know. Tesla. Would you ever, if you could afford it, would you ever get a Tesla?
Yes. Not
Haley?
the car.
Would you get a Tesla?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You don't want to drive? You want the car to drive you?
Well,
Do you trust that?
I don't know if I trust it, but I would try it at least once.
I would
Right.
trust Elon Musk's soft
Nope.
hands.
I don't know.
To carry me from my destination to destination.
How do you?
Anyway.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you get a Tesla car? What else does he make?
No, I wouldn't get the car. But they announced last year the Tesla truck. That thing is the coolest truck I've ever seen.
Did you see the
I
fail
would-
videos on that?
It was.
The window
Yeah.
just broke open 2 times.
No, well, we threw a kettlebell through a Prius.
And it didn't break on the first
Dude,
one, or the
I-
second one, or the third one, or the
You
what
know
was it,
what?
5th time?
I
So
just-
you're telling me Prius car windows are stronger than the almighty Tesla truck windows?
Well, okay, that was a demo model, and they got the wrong window. No, I think the thing was in testing they threw the metal ball at the window and then hit it with a hammer. When on the presentation they hit it with a hammer and that disjointed the window from its.
You seem very serious right now.
No, well I love the truck, but
The
anyway,
truck looks
dude,
terrible.
okay, so we.
Have you seen the truck?
I have. It looks.
Did you watch the video of them just going test out
It's
this?
the coolest thing
Yeah.
ever, and I want to get into it, but I have something much more important
Okay.
to talk about that is completely. It just reminded me of this.
Okay.
What? It was 2 weeks ago now. We posted the newest How Not to CrossFit where we threw a kettlebell through a window, right? Of a Prius. So we posted.
You're talking
a clip.
about the. I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
We posted a video of that clip of the kettlebell going through the window, and an account on Instagram with 11,000 followers, Bad Prius Drivers, which is just an account.
Did it ever make it?
It made it. No, this is what I'm talking
I haven't
about.
seen it
This
yet.
is what I'm
I
talking
haven't
about.
seen it.
Okay, so the Bad Prius Drivers account, which is just a bunch of wrecked Priuses.
Oh, it's funny
It's
stuff.
So it's good stuff. It's a good account. 11,000 followers.
If you want to make fun of Priuses,
They found our video and they asked if they could repost it, and we said yes. They reposted it, I think, over the weekend.
really.
And it's not necessarily that he posted it. That's the big thing.
Oh.
I can't even find it.
There it
now.
is. There it is. There it is. Right
Okay.
There it is.
The comments on this video.
Oh, I haven't seen any
Dude,
of this.
The comments.
Why didn't you
are
tell me?
amazing.
Why didn't you
Because I
tell
forgot
me?
about it. I meant to talk about bringing it up on the podcast.
1,800
And
views
if we
on
didn't
this.
talk about Elon Musk's truck, I would have forgot about it. But the comments on this video. So he captioned it, "Will a kettleball break the window?"
Kettleball. Break the window.
And he even hashtagged it kettleball, which
Bad.
is just funny.
Yeah,
I mean, can't. So some of the comments are really good. Like this guy first comment, proper use of a Prius. Guy says yes, all caps. Then it gets kind of it gets kind of weird. Okay, so then,
That guy needs animal protein.
yeah.
Wow.
Julia, well, I won't say his Instagram handle, but this guy says that
got
guy
some-
needs animal protein specifically, not just any protein.
Animal protein. Yeah.
And it gets worse than that. This one's funny right here. So that's how a Prius owner starts their car to take on the world of left lane blocking. The people that follow this account have such an internal grudge against Priuses for some reason.
Well, that's
that
only-
even a
yeah.
video that's trashing a Prius, they feel like they have to comment and talk crap about Priuses. Still.
Right. Yeah,
Prius
literally.
drivers
If you
specifically.
haven't seen the video, guys, go to our YouTube channel, the Olympian Project, and it's How Not to CrossFit. What was the name of the episode?
Something
When
about
gym's
gym's
open,
opening.
gym's reopening. Check out the episode. In the very beginning, we've got a surprise for you.
I think a lot of the people who saw this video, for some reason, think that this is my Prius. That's my daily driver. This is just what I take back
Have
and
you
forth.
seen? Did you see this stuff?
I had no idea they
Oh,
shared it.
man.
Wow.
So
Okay.
good. Okay, and it gets better.
Okay.
This guy says, same guy, Kia owner upgraded. Okay, this comment is what got me. I couldn't believe this comment. Douglas Lee Moore says, you would think that right arm would be stronger. All he does is jerk it to hypermiling videos or MPG ratings in carbon footprint magazines.
What?
What does that even mean?
Well, I mean, I'm assuming because of your look, right? You play a character in this video.
Yeah, no, it's
a
these
full
people
character.
don't know that I'm acting.
Maybe, yeah, right. You're acting
I mean,
in here.
it's because it's such good acting.
I want to break this
obviously.
down a little bit, though. You would think that right arm would be stronger. All he does is jerk it to hypermiling videos. What is that?
I think
What's
that
a
means hypermiling.
hypermiling videos? What is hypermiling?
I don't know. What that is.
MPG ratings. That's going to be like car.
Mile per gallon.
Yeah, I guess
That's
so.
what I think. That's
And carbon footprint
I
magazines.
looked up carbon footprint.
Well, that's
magazines,
because
though.
the Prius is not supposed to leave a
Yeah.
huge carbon footprint, right? And so he's thinking like you're this Earth, save the Earth guy driving a Prius.
It's just. And
That's
I don't
funny.
understand. He's so.
I don't know.
He's so angry at Prius drivers.
Right.
He can't see that it's parody.
Keep
It's
going.
just
what
so
else we got?
interesting.
We got
I think
anything else?
That's probably the best one.
So
And
it's
this is
stronger
what-
than a Tesla
this is
Cybertruck.
This is what reminded me of this. This guy said so. It's
That
stronger than Tesla Cybertruck.
Too much
Too
hate.
much hate.
He
He throws like a girl. Fair.
Yes.
I hate Prius.
yeah. One
uh,
question why.
One question why. Again, people don't realize it's parody.
Yeah,
or
right,
comedy.
right. Well, it's
This
just a
guy says
clip of the
epic.
parody. It's not the full.
Yeah.
It wasn't the full thing.
Some people don't seem to get enough attention. It is quite the drug. So apparently,
Wow.
which again, fair enough. So yeah, that was
Can
that.
you play? Can you play
you
the
play
clip
the
real
video?
quick? I want to just play this clip to refresh my memory here. Nice music here, slow mo, and it crashes.
Yeah.
But it is.
It is a good video. It's
It
a good
is.
video.
It's stronger than the Tesla truck, and I think that's where this is full circle.
Okay, you know what? If you threw a metal ball at that Prius, it would have broke.
That was a metal ball.
It was
Had
like
a
steel.
Prius.
You know what? Let's not get into it. That truck's awesome. I would drive a Tesla truck.
Well, that's basically what you're saying. You would drive a Prius.
No.
That's hilarious. I didn't know that got shared. Thanks for telling us, Gary, about that. But that was 1,800 views. Is pretty good. And those comments were
Yeah.
even better.
Oh, no, that was the best part. That was worth the whole video.
Right.
Was those comments.
I knew they said they asked about reposting it. I never saw it. So they did it like a week later or whatever. That is funny. I don't know. Maybe we should go for the other windows.
Maybe.
I don't know. There's some hate in there too, though. There was a little bit of hate.
Well, it's mainly people who are just have grudges against. I didn't know there was a huge community of people who feel like. I don't know.
I guess it would be there. You could look up anything though and probably
True.
find something like that. On Instagram, YouTube.
It's just so
something like that.
interesting. How can you wake up every day and be so angry
At a
at
car
Priuses?
that you probably don't even own.
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
yeah.
right. Well,
Anyway, moving on from that.
well, how about we go on to our newest segment to keep the ball rolling? Because I had
or should
some
we do
serious.
that at the end because we've kind of been goofing and gaffing for
Get some serious stuff.
Yeah. How long have we been going?
Like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we
okay.
go to some serious stuff?
I think so. I got some good. I
and
want
then
to
at
talk
the
about.
end I can reapply and then we can do.
We'll
the-
reapply.
We'll reapply.
We'll get funny
Maybe
again.
yeah.
But this is a self-help, health and fitness channel, podcast, whatever you want to call it. I did see something in the news I wanted to bring up. There was a rancher lady that lost 122 pounds, never stepped a foot in the gym, and this was her method. I wanted to go over this. I saw
She water fasted, I'm guessing.
Oh, did you already read this?
No,
Okay.
that's just if you hear stories like that, half the time they water fasted.
Yeah.
Which-
So, well, and most of the article talks about where she wasn't like wanting to change her lifestyle up too much. That she, right. I know.
What?
Why want to change?
The biggest
and don't
change
do
you can
change?
have to your lifestyle period is
Right.
not eating anymore.
Right.
That's
So it was like I don't want to change too much in my lifestyle, and but yet you want change, right? I mean that's also kind of a little bit of contradictive statement there. But anyway, her biggest thing was she started to wake up an hour earlier. Okay, started waking up an hour. I like that. I like that idea. And then she moved her body for 30 minutes a day. I'm assuming like she moved her body like one piece at a time. I don't know. Yeah, right. What does that mean? She moved her body. Like you move your body to go to the restroom. You move your body to go get something out of the
I
refrigerator.
move my body more than 30 minutes a day in the amount of time that I don't know.
Well, here's my question: is you wake up an hour earlier? What are you not? Are you not moving? Or so you wake up an hour earlier, but you
Yes.
stay in bed and you lay there for an hour? So yeah, she moved 30 minutes
that
a day.
could literally be considered scrolling through Instagram. That's
Hopefully
moving
not.
your body.
She was a rancher. It sounded like she was
Oh.
active.
Yeah.
So maybe she did. It doesn't sound like she worked out, but maybe it was a walk or something. Early in the morning, hour earlier, 30 minutes a day. And then she would drink half her body weight in ounces of water. And then she did some daily
Half her
journaling.
body weight.
And she was...
And how much did she weigh?
She lost 122. I want to say she was up to 285.
Dude. So okay, so what 190
140.
what?
Oh, sorry. Wait, 285?
Yeah, 140. Yeah.
140.
Okay.
140 ounces.
Dude,
That's quite
a
a bit.
lot.
That's not a crazy though. And that also asked me
What do you
the
mean
question.
that's not crazy?
140 ounces?
140 Oh, ounces. I thought you said. Never mind.
Pounds of
Yeah,
water.
yeah.
140 pounds of water.
All right,
140
let's
ounces.
just.
So 140 ounces. A bottle of water is what, anywhere from about 12 to 16 ounces.
Yeah.
So don't get me wrong. She was having to plug away with some water. But most people, 4 or 5 bottles, you're in 70 ounces or so, and she got to double that. So it's a lot. Don't get me wrong. But as her weight went down, I'm assuming her water went down.
Yeah.
But I just thought,
I mean, that's probably pretty normal. Half your body weight. And, I mean, if you're doing a water fast, I've never looked into it that much.
It doesn't say that's what she was. It doesn't say that she was fasting specifically. It's just she did these were her changes. She didn't want to change too much, but these were her changes. And over, this isn't over months. This is over basically years, or like a year and a half. And she just kind of it promotes like she didn't have to exercise to lose weight, which she was in an active lifestyle. Maybe she didn't have to. I kind of want to. I guess the point of bringing this up at all is that I wasn't too fond of like how much truth is into this article and what else did she do.
Is the article pushing the
No.
narrative that you don't need to work out? Like, that's not...
Yeah, let's read the title right here. I think this kind of tells you a little bit. This cattle rancher lost 122 pounds, and her weight loss method is perfect for life in quarantine. So it's kind of with the, you don't have to step, I think it also notes that she didn't step a foot in the gym over this time. So it's kind of saying, like, you can lose weight and not have to go to a gym. And there's truth to that. Don't get me wrong. But I think people might read this that are really looking for some help, that want to lose 100 pounds, and I don't think that's going to work for everybody.
Well, okay, first off, let's take her lifestyle into account. Like you said, she's
Right.
a rancher. She's obviously active. She goes outside and moves her body for 30 minutes a day sometimes. But, like, not everybody does that, especially you're talking about people who do already live an unhealthy lifestyle. Maybe they sit inside and play video games 14 hours a day.
Right.
Like, it's not...
Well, there's never one size fits all.
Yeah, exactly.
It's interesting.
But there's other reasons to work out besides just losing weight. There's
Right.
other health benefits and
Right.
things.
Skinny fat is a
Yeah.
thing. I
Yeah.
hate to say it like that, but we've had people walk in these doors that look at a healthy weight.
Not only that, but building muscle is going to help keep that fat off.
Right,
you know?
absolutely.
It's-
Well, and the functionality of it all. So
Yeah.
I guess what I like taking away from this story is that, you probably aren't drinking enough water. There's a health benefit there. And I kind of like the idea of waking up an hour early and kind of handling your life before your day starts, too. So those were two things that I like to take from it. And I will read the opposition. I will study the opposition of what I believe in or I promote sometimes just to see if there's not something to learn. So when I first saw the article, I was kind of like, this is BS. But there was some stuff in there that I didn't mind and thought that it could be useful.
Talked about her diet at all? Like, was there a diet change?
It doesn't get deep into that. It's just really promoting the fact that she
I feel like
made a change and stuck with it.
There's a lot of information that was left out here. Yeah.
Right.
And
she probably took some sort
of
diet pill and didn't even put it in there. You know what I mean? Like
it was probably left out for a reason, either to push a narrative or to
100%. It's news.
Yeah.
It's news. This is a great story. Like, oh, look at this woman who did nothing and lost 122 pounds. You can do it too. And it's an eye catcher. It caught my eye, and we talked about it. But I think for folks that are looking for that kind of help, there's more to it. You probably need a professional to lead you, hold you accountable. But yes, water increase could be something to look at, and getting your day started definitely could be something to look at. Murph was last. This Monday.
It was this Monday.
Yeah, we're still in this week. It's just a couple days ago. What are we talking about?
How are you feeling after Murph?
Upper body.
Mainly, specifically, how are you feeling after Murph after being on a 2-month hiatus?
Right, so that's a whole different Murph. And I will say this, our region got really lucky. The best conditions that we've ever had for a Murph, ever, I think. It was not rainy, but overcast. We really had no humidity in comparison to usual. And I think it was like 70s, low 80s or something like that throughout most of it. So that helped everybody, I think, for the workout. I'm not as fatigued as like mentally like I usually would be. Now soreness, all upper body for me mostly. I mean, a little bit of legs, but man, I wasn't ready for the push-ups. And how many times did we get on a pull-up bar over quarantine? I mean, personally,
you had the pull-up bars, so
I did.
You had the chance.
I got on, and I did, but I mean, not every week did I get on a pull-up bar and didn't do, the volume of 100 reps. So that was definitely challenging there for the most part. But how about you?
Oh, I feel great.
Because you didn't do it.
You didn't have to say that, but
you PR'd.
Yeah, I PR'd my getting out of Murph.
Well, so let's ask somebody else that had or did do it this Monday, Miss Haley, Hollywood. What how are you feeling from it?
I'm very, very sore, but feeling better after yesterday, actually.
You went with a vest, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. You've done it with a vest a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Right. How was your how did you feel about your performance? What was not necessarily what was your time, but how did you feel about your performance and your time?
I didn't feel like my performance was great, but I did PR somehow. It was
right.
I feel like I was constantly trying to battle myself, like get up, keep going, but it was good. It was good to get back in.
Well, yeah, we hadn't done something at that volume for sure. I think that was a big factor, but the weather kind of balanced that out. We saw a lot of PRs actually that day, by a couple minutes, which is surprising. But I think the weather, we're in Texas where everybody wants to be apparently, and that just factors in usually in May.
Well,
our Murph.
I mean, it's cool that people PR'd, but I don't think I was like surprised because we did do the running competition over the break.
That's true.
I mean, y'all did the running competition over the break.
You did nothing.
And people were running a lot. Like I was looking at the scores, and like 3, 4, 5 miles, I saw people running in a day, which is crazy. I've never ran more than 3 miles at once. So I mean, a lot of people were running, which I mean, we don't do a lot of in CrossFit.
No.
So it's just a different kind of training that people were getting and then, I mean, the people that were PRing or people that I knew were working out over the break consistently.
Yeah, we had some folks that really were able to hit it pretty hard. And then they also did the run challenge. So, man, I think everybody ran pretty well. And you think about it, I mean, you can a minute or two easy on the run, like on the front end and on the back end. Let's say you run a 9-minute mile usually, and then you come out and do an 8:15. That's not crazy different, but you do that on the back end as well. I mean, that's a minute and a half off your Murph time if everything else goes as planned. And I just think people were able to keep that run pace, even if it was 30 seconds on the front, 30 seconds on the back. There's a minute on your time. And the weather, like I said, I think the weather was just really good. Air squats, I thought people did well on, and some people do struggle there, not as many. And I guess over the break, too, people were having to do body weight stuff, so it kind of fit the tune. I don't know. We might have been in a better position, too, with rested bodies, mostly doing running and body weight stuff. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been in a Murph situation where I felt a lot worse than that and what was not on quarantine, so recovery from that. And again, this is just not going to be something you can put a whole lot of 2 cents in because you didn't do Murph.
Okay, fair enough.
Please
but
comment your disgust.
Worked out hard last week, and
Yeah,
I
that's
had to
true.
take a nice recovery weekend.
Yeah.
I personally don't really use any of
He
these
sounded
methods
like
of
Kermit the Frog just
I
then. Yes, he did.
personally
hear
don't
that?
use
You're
any
good at
of
that.
the-
You're good at that.
Hey, I'm good at impressions.
Are you?
Well, maybe we'll talk about that another day.
We were going to
but
have to now.
I personally
Write
don't.
that down, Haley.
I personally don't use any of these methods of.
Well, there we go. I
Of
don't work out
recovery.
and I don't recover.
I like to sleep for my recovery.
Well, here's the thing. This is
I-
going to be
I
two
get a
different.
lot
This
of
is
sleep.
this is two different perspectives because you're 19 years old and I'm 35 years old, and I think there's going to be two different ways that we both approach this.
I take a more passive approach. To
You sleep
recovery.
like 10 hours.
Yeah.
I sleep like
Yeah.
6. You know. So, a couple of items that we wanted to talk about, which I've used all of these things. And first of all, let's talk about the CBD cream. And there's a lot of different brands out there. I've used a couple. I don't use them on my face like Garrett does, and that's why he struggles with recovery because he doesn't know how to apply.
Yeah.
Wrong
I mean,
application there.
I've tried it from time to time, and every time it never works.
You
I put it on my
put
face.
it on my face. It's on
You know,
accident.
I direct
Into the
straight to
eyeballs.
my brain.
Yeah.
You know.
So, yeah, if you can see that there. This is a something. Yeah, it's a brand I got on just about a month ago, and I'll say this much: the second mile, I didn't feel my knees in the workout, but man, when I started running, they were inflamed for sure. I got one lap of the last run. I ran back in. I applied this underneath my knee sleeves. I mean, literally, it helped with the inflammation go down, so it's like an icy hot with CBD in there. And CBD is real popular right now. They've got it in everything. I think there's like CBD cereal, CBD eye drops, CBD.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, I mean it's in everything right now though. It's
CBD
real popular.
eye drops.
I was making that one up, but it could be anywhere right now. CBD is really that popular. I've tried different brands. It's expensive stuff for the most part. This was for 3.4 fluid ounces. This is about a $60 bottle. Now it's going to last you for a little while, depending on how you apply it. But I like that product for sure. And that's a little bit like recovery, but more so before and after. You could use that, during your workouts, before your workouts. And a lot of folks have a CBD cream to use at home before they go to bed too. Or they apply it to their face before they do podcasts.
That's the best functionality. It's
I'll-
great entertainment.
I'm going to set this next to you because you're going to reapply once we get back to the questions later on.
Yeah. Cool.
Another product. I'm going to talk about the Theragun. Let's talk about the Theragun. So this is a little more expensive product. I think we both kind of set on this might be a little bit of a gimmick, but the theory is right. I think the theory is right.
Is it?
I like it. The gun, massage gun, really, if getting into like an IT band or some hard to get places by yourself, especially, and who wants to spend all the money to go to a masseuse all the time? I would still go to a masseuse over a Theragun. But everyday use, you can't go to a masseuse every day. I mean, it'd almost be as expensive as a Theragun.
Almost, yeah. No, I mean, it probably has its function somewhere, but I would never buy one again. Like I take a more passive approach to recovery, and it's always.
If you don't mind, pull that up
well
on the
for me.
price there. Well, I want to take a look, and maybe we'll find some competitors. Haley, no mouth. Haley, your boyfriend, Mr. Grant, has a Theragun, right?
Yes.
And I've used his Theragun. You used the Theragun. I've used it at a couple competitions too, like a trial. What do you think about the Theragun?
I love that thing.
Yeah?
I wish I could take it home with me. And
Yeah, just steal it
keep
from him.
Yeah.
I mean,
wish
there's-
could.
Okay, let's.
Theragun.
The Theragun.
There's a 350 price.
That's
That's not bad.
for the actual brand. But
right.
if you there's plenty of other brands that do the exact same thing.
Yes.
Wow, there's one that's even more expensive, a G3 Pro for $450.
Yeah.
But there's like this one right here who it does the same thing.
Well, I'll say this:
$80.
Josh Colazzo came in with what looks like any one of these, honestly, and I can tell a big difference. The power's not there. The quality's not quite as good. It still was worth it, but I think he spent like $100 for it, just like you see those prices up there. Massage Detective Joe. I don't know what that is. That's a video.
I'm just. Can we stop and talk about this for a
Well,
second?
we're on the serious part of the podcast.
Okay.
We'll have to come back to that.
I'm just so distracted. Okay.
We'll come back to Joe's thumbs here in a minute. There's a lot of different brands for sure on the Theragun, and I guess here's what I was saying. We just watching videos or what?
Well, it got me. The thumbnail said up to 3,400 strokes per minute, which is a lot of strokes.
You would know.
We'll
strokes?
let that play. We'll let that play.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, if you can see it on the YouTube, there's a video in the background. But I think the theory is right, which is the massage, right? The compression over and over again, up to 3,400 strokes per minute. I think. Yeah.
I think my max is like 60.
Now we got to click the box for explicit information.
We're going to get explicit in this episode.
But I think the theory is right. I mean, you get a device that can help draw some blood into the area. Oh, shit. Anyway. So moving on from the Theragun. You can find a cheaper option is what I think we would land on there. Is that what it sounds like? Jesus. All right. Moving on, the Power Dot. Can you pull up the Power Dot? Get off of this. You're just enamored.
I'm sorry.
You can't stop looking.
What are we looking up now?
Power Dot. So Power Dot's it's probably going to be the expensive brand of, what would they call it? It's
electrotherapy.
Electrotherapy.
Electrocution therapy.
Yeah. No, let's apply that to his face for this part of the podcast. No.
I'm good.
Basically, it's going to stimulate the muscles there, electric stimulation, and Power Dot's a real popular brand right now. It works with your phone. You're looking at some of the same prices, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
For some of them, like this one looks like the exact. Oh, this comes with two. That's why.
Oh, okay.
$350
for the Pro.
So I think the idea is that this like gets blood flow to your muscles.
Yeah. Well, it's contracting. It's actually stimulating. But again, it's just kind of a recovery. Have you ever seen those like ab blaster? Like it's this pad that you put on your stomach. It's basically electrodes that like just contract the muscle. So it's like working the muscle. I don't think they work like the commercials do. Say they do.
Not.
No, of course not. But that's still the same.
Also, there's the Compex.
Yeah, I was gonna say Compex is a really good brand.
And it looks like they're a lot cheaper. It has
which is
4
crazy.
little pads, and it's only $112.
That used to be the brand. All the CrossFitters used, and then Power Dot came in.
Yeah, Power Dot sponsored Josh Briggs, and then they got a model that looks
exactly
like
him.
like Josh
I think
Briggs.
Compex is who sponsored
Oh,
Josh
is it?
Bridges. Yeah.
Oh.
Then they went and got
confused.
Josh Bridges' look-alike, 25-year-old look-alike to try to fool some people.
Yeah, a younger.
But it's a TENS unit. I mean, most people know these as like TENS units. You can get them on Wish app in like 18 months for like $7. And most of them explode in your hand, but they work for like 3 uses.
Yeah.
Don't buy anything off Wish app, by the way. Has anybody bought anything off there? It's all fake.
Yeah.
Have you?
I've thought about it, but
I've bought stuff off the Wish app.
Yeah,
read
I've seen
reviews.
the stuff you've bought off the Wish app.
Did you see the drone I got off Wish app? It's supposed to be like a Maverick Pro, and it's like this size. And the Maverick Pro is supposed to be like this, and it's like this size, and it flies for like 30 seconds.
I love watching the videos on YouTube of people who buy a lot of like expensive stuff, but it's on Wish and it's not expensive, and it comes and it's so funny.
It's terrible.
But yeah, so I think that's.
Yeah.
Are we going into our next segment?
Yeah, I think we will. But anyway, well, with those products, guys, you can check out the link in the video. If you got any questions on that, comment. I've used most of these. Haley has, but we can answer some questions. But we'll have the links in the description if you want to try any of those products out. What's the next thing on the list there, Gary? You want to talk about?
Next thing on the list is, are we not? Oh, okay.
Do you want to pull up Chloe Ting?
Chloe Ting. So I don't know. We just
It's a hot topic right now.
apparently.
Well,
we
at home fitness is a hot topic.
did some Google trend searching. I can't. And then we found Chloe Ting.
You might have heard of this Chloe Ting. I never heard of her before this. But there's a lot of these out there right now, so I don't really know what to think. I think people are trying to jump on a bandwagon for sure.
She has 7 million subscribers. That might be how you well. It says here 7 million, but it says here 3.4.
Maybe she's adding them all
everything,
up. Yeah. She's got at-home workouts, right? Love handle workout, tiny waist, round butt. Workouts.
I could use that.
Hips, dips, workouts. So she's definitely towards the female. She's 34 years old.
You would never do a tiny waist, round butt workout?
No, not me personally.
That's
Although most of those movements, honestly, we've probably done before. We're talking about just working glutes and hamstrings. But I feel like there's a lot of these out there right now that are, people don't want to leave their houses. And are they all free? I mean, it's all YouTube?
Looks like a lot of them are on YouTube. But I know she has a website with, free workout programs.
Click on the website there. Chloe Ting, fitness enthusiast.
2019 flat belly.
She came out of YouTube basically, right? She's not famous for anything
I've seen a
else.
lot of these influencers who start these workout programs. You probably hire someone to make it in the first place.
Right. Just use their face basically on it.
Or they make it themselves and it's probably not very good.
So it's a very simple website. I'm
a lot
not
of
really
pictures of her.
Yeah, I feel like that's what it's a little bit.
That's what she's selling.
Clickbait, basically.
Keto.
This is clickbait, right? I mean, how many? I'm guessing girls there go, "Oh, I want to be just like her," are clicking on it. I don't know. Let's get a girl's perspective, probably better, because I don't know what I'm looking at really right now.
I mean, I certainly wouldn't mind if my abs looked like hers.
Right. So have you ever, like an influencer like this, like a YouTube influencer? Have you ever gone to one of their websites and looked at their workouts, or
not me personally, but like I've seen on Instagram, like girls will have workouts and I'll just save them, for future like.
But you don't follow one specific the fitness influencer?
No, not really.
Yeah, I don't. I feel like it's a kind of a flash in a pan thing right now, where they know that it's out there. But this has been going on for a little while, right? Influencers taking over a fitness program.
Yeah.
I mean, what's even a credential of hers other than she just knows how to get herself in shape? But I mean, she may be really good. I'm not really saying you should or shouldn't do it. I don't honestly. There's a lot of them out there right now, and they're probably all the same. And unfortunately, I think there's companies out there that see an opportunity and develop the same program over and over again for different influencers. And if you're popular, you get some hits. If not, you don't get any hits. So, next segment, is it time? It is time. Haley, are you ready over there?
I'm ready.
So we've got Q&A with Hollywood. Q&A with Hollywood. She's going to ask us a couple questions. We have no clue what these questions are. I have no clue what even topic they're going to be within.
Yeah, I don't either.
Go ahead and reply.
Okay, here we go.
I actually, you know what? Don't do it,
How
Gary.
big of a squirt?
Don't do it. I'm being the adult. If you do it, it's on you. I didn't tell you to do it.
That's just you.
Just a disclaimer. I didn't tell her.
That's just him telling me if you don't do it, you're fired.
Oh no. Hey,
I got
you want some?
Big squirt.
I'm good.
You're good because you're smart.
It's not. No, it's not that bad. It's bad, but if you don't think about it, it's for the bit, and I'm all about the bit.
Okay.
So, we're in it. You want to smell?
Nope.
Hands?
No, rub it in so you don't touch my computer. I can smell. All right, Haley.
Are you guys
it's
ready?
On you.
Are y'all ready for this?
All right.
Okay. First question. Do you dip the chip in the queso when you're eating chips and queso, or do you pour it on your chips like nachos?
I dip.
I'm a straight dipper.
I'm a dipper.
Yeah, no.
Dipper kind of guy.
You talking about like at a Mexican restaurant or something?
Yeah, if you order queso.
Yeah. No, I don't like. I want exactly how much I want every bite. And I feel like if you just spread it on the plate, you're going to get some chips that are very lightly cheesed or quesoed. And that's just it's a waste of time.
So I've never been a big nacho guy. No.
I mean, if I'm going for nachos, that's one thing. But I'm not there for nachos. I'm there for chips and dip or chips and queso. So, are you still focused? You still with us?
I'm good. Let's go.
Come on. Chips, we're both, I think, dippers.
What
there.
are you?
What are you?
I'd have to say I'm a dipper too.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the only people I've ever seen like pour their dip on their
Kids.
chips are kids.
Little
yeah.
kids.
Yeah. Because
so
if
you're a child basically if you still do that.
yeah, basically.
Or if you spray or put CBD cream on your face.
I'm
All
a
right.
man. I'm taking the pain
Yeah.
head on,
Face on.
face on.
Next question, Hollywood.
Face deep.
All right. What made you guys, or which one of you actually, was the first one that came up with the idea to create this podcast?
That was me.
Was
I'm the
it?
creative genius.
Was it you?
Yes, 100%. This room actually. You were like, well, what should we do with this room? I was like, let's do some sort of media thing.
Yeah, I honestly don't recall.
And you were like, that's the best idea I've ever heard, Garrett.
yeah,
Let's
see, now
do
this
it.
doesn't sound like me, but
That's exactly what happened.
I don't know. I think I always had an idea of doing something like that, but it wouldn't have ever probably come to light without us talking somehow. I don't know. Did you have an idea before we talked about it? I don't honestly remember.
You don't remember this? I came to you with the idea.
I don't remember.
You
that.
Okay.
Explain the story. No, I
It
mean,
was me.
was it you?
It was me.
You can't even open
It
your
was
eyes and
me.
say it with a straight face.
It was me.
I can't remember that. You said, let's do a podcast?
I said no because you were asking me. You were like, "What should we do with this room?"
Right.
And I spitballed ideas, and then I said, "Or we could do like some sort of podcast media group." And then we started talking back and forth about what it could be.
Yeah.
And I was the creative mastermind.
Yeah, I have a terrible memory, so he's created it all.
It was me.
Even this bit that he's crying about. All right, next question, Hollywood.
Question 3. What is your favorite fruit?
Jesus, dude, you put too much.
You gotta.
Favorite
You
fruit?
hit a soft spot there with me.
Strawberries.
I really love a nice good cherry.
Yeah.
Makes me-
Actually, that's not a bad one. Cherries are good too, but
I'm not big on like apples, or like apples. The apple's probably my least favorite fruit. Now that I think about
I'm
it.
gonna go cherry too.
Yeah,
Yeah. Definitely.
I've never had
Solid.
like
It's
I've
got
never
the
had
pit.
pears.
Pears are
Pears are
pretty
good.
Never had pears. I
Yeah,
don't really
you
like
know-
peaches or mangoes.
I like plums a lot.
Never had a plum.
Oh man, a good old plum and cherry. This is kind of the same color base, like the black cherry and the plum's usually kind of a blacker,
All right, next question.
fruitier thing.
What is y'all's funniest
Open your eyes, Gary. Open your eyes.
funniest filming moment? Go.
This is one of them.
This got
This is one of them.
It's got to be when we had Michael on and we clapped.
Yes,
That was a
100%.
good one.
So we clap before every episode. Well, we used to.
Or that
and
one
we didn't include him. we
or-
did that to you as well, but
It was during the chicken sandwich episode when we popped the top on the Wendy's and there was the big tomato. That was a good moment.
It covered the whole
It
patty.
covered the whole.
Yeah.
And Nick's remark that he made.
There's
If
a
you haven't
lot.
seen that episode, go watch that
Yeah.
episode. It's
Go to
freaking incredible.
the YouTube channel, the bonus episode.
That was good. That
Nick-
was a good
Nick's
moment.
good on that one. There's a
It's one
lot
of
of
those
funny
two
moments.
moments.
Yeah.
Next question. So y'all notice I have a Sharpie and some paper right there.
Yeah.
I don't even think I can draw.
This is even better.
For each of you, if you could create a tattoo for the other person, what would it be? You have to draw it.
No, 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 no.
All right.
You were.
my battle makeup. All right,
What is wrong with this guy?
Let's go. It's for the
What are we
band.
doing? A tattoo?
Wait, what are we doing? A tattoo
That's
for
right.
the other person? My
Yep.
hands are so slippery from cream. I can't even open them.
I'll be honest. I can't draw whatsoever.
A tattoo for Justin.
That'll just make it better.
Oh,
It's
we
okay.
talked about this a little bit before. What the tattoo you?
Oh,
wanted to get.
right, yeah. Well, I was saying jokingly, I was gonna get 2 pistols pointing down my pants. 'Cause you see, I feel like I see that all the time on these fitness
What?
influencers.
What? I've never seen that once.
You've never seen right underneath like the waist where there's like.
No, I don't
You
look.
know what I'm talking about, right?
I think so.
No, well,
I don't-
it's just. It can be a lot of things, but it'd be like right at the V of the abs going down.
Oh.
Okay, I gotta think about this one. So stall and keep talking while I really think about it.
Yeah, this is a tougher one.
Yeah.
If I was to put a tattoo on
Have you
Gary,
seen that show? Have you seen that show? What's
Yeah.
it called?
I've glanced on it. I've never
dude, that
watched a full
show-
episode. Basically, they have like their ex put a tattoo on them.
It's like it's an ex or like a best friend or
Yeah,
something.
or an
And they're like in an
ex-friend.
argument, dude. That's a good show. That's kind of what this is, except. Okay.
Alright.
Oh man, this is a tough one.
All right, I'm just going with it.
I see Justin's already getting started.
Yup. Yeah,
Gary's
I-
still pondering.
I have zero skill of drawing.
I don't know. God, I feel like it has to be good.
So
I really got to figure out what defines Justin as a person
yeah, I don't think
And
you
put
need
it
to think that
in
hard.
a tattoo form. And I think, man, I got it. No, I don't got it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go at it, and I can't draw. So I'm actually kind of
I
done.
don't think you're gonna know what this is, but it's a good one. I'm not even gonna say
My
anything.
inspiration is the podcast for Gary. I wanted to do something solid for him that he could live with forever, and always remember the Olympian project. So what I went with was the Olympian on our logo, basically the logo. But this was my drawing of it here. If y'all can see that.
That looks
Is that
great.
what? I can't tell what he's holding there. What's in his?
That's a
Like a-
trident. That's his trident.
It's like a big
Is
sport.
he holding it or is it protruding from him?
Well, so he's got two, like his legs are really actually under the, the clouds. Those are little clouds at the bottom. That's his six pack. Yeah, he's holding the protuberous, and that's, if you can see that there. I don't know. Is that in the camera?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my tattoo for Garrett.
This would go okay. This is my tattoo. Okay, and then where I'm thinking this goes is right on your pelvis. And I don't know why there. I just think that'd be a good spot for it. But what it is is
What the? It's heart, bacon, fire. Is that what
it's
that
not
is?
bacon. They're hot Cheetos. They're flaming hot Cheetos right on his pelvis.
Right, my pelvis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's. And I think it's just
It's, what is it though? It's, I love flaming.
you love flaming hot Cheetos.
What's the flame at the end?
It's just for added spice.
Well, I didn't really pick a spot for it, but I think this is gonna be a lower back tattoo. Stamp trim.
back?
Like right above the ass crack. Yep.
Okay.
That's our tattoo.
Oh
Those
yeah,
are
I didn't
beautiful.
get the camera didn't get it nice. There,
Yeah.
that's that.
We were both artistic.
Those are frame worthy.
Yes, we'll keep those forever. And you got any other questions?
No, that's it. That concludes my segment.
Did we add, what was the question before that? The last one.
The funniest filming moment.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Well, we talked about Murph Recovery, all the products there that we'll have in the description. We talked about Mr. Musk and his A1 child, the A1 sauce. We talked about Chloe Ting and all the influencer fitness folks. We also dived in a Prius little
a lot
talk.
of stuff. This is a jam-packed
Jam-packed
episode.
episode. It was fun.
Yeah.
I think it'll be probably our last you doing CBD cream on your face.
This is gonna be an everyday thing.
Please don't.
Okay.
I can't focus that way.
Um,
I know you can't focus, but I can't focus.
To wrap up. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I kind of was done.
No,
you
I
just
was
cut
waiting.
me off. You just to wrap up. Now finish. Now I'm ready. And go.
Okay. So I think we have towards sometime next month we're going to be doing sort of a rebranding thing.
Yeah.
And I guess this episode kind of is going to be what that is because we're
Some
going
segments.
moving away from we want to be health and fitness entertainment. I think that's what we're going to rebrand
Health and
ourselves.
fitness,
Entertainment.
Yeah.
And I think if you weren't entertained by me rubbing Cbd Cream right below my eyeballs,
Right. You need to go.
I need to re-question my
Yeah, that's
my
true. Actually, I think that's you need to question your life choices. Yeah, no. Chapter 2 is what we're calling it, right? And
yeah.
I think we all go through chapters in our life to improve, and that's the same thing that's going to happen to the Olympian project. We're just going to improve. to the next chapter in the Olympian Project's life. So we're excited about it. This will be the last episode in chapter 1.
Really? What's
It's the
today?
27th.
What's next week's Monday? Wednesday.
The 1st. Oh, that'll be like the 3rd.
We may have one more.
One more in chapter 1.
I might need more time.
Well, we'll see. Or we're going to work really hard and get it there. So, yes, I'm not touching you because you put CBD all over your body. But that's going to wrap it up. Haley, you got anything for the listeners?
Nope.
Cool. All right. Until next time.
I'm going to go wash my face.
Hopefully. Yeah. Done, son.